Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone-Pickens Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gave in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buffaloes will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a crease, it's Hawkins. At the 35, he's loose. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Near the sideline, it's Coleman. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. Buys time to his left. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Upstairs to make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The fake and wants to throw. Rushes on. And down he goes.
And that's the way you set the tone. They started getting this goal-to-go area, and defensively, man, you can put them behind the 8 ball, back them up a little bit. You were on your heels. Now you can put them on their heels.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Caught. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open.
And he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Deep in the end zone, it's Perry. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. Hits inside, it's Young. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
There he goes. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Bucks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Colorado. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for running room. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw one first. In the backfield, it's Hawkins. That midfield, he's got room. Makes the grab in their space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Hawkins. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this offense is clicking, man. And this defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd down to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the return, it's Perry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out wide right, it's Danzy. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Lewis. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Working the middle, it's complete. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Page. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gonna take a shot. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Just a complete misfire.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buffs! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Can't hang on, he muffs it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Barnes. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Hold down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Push is ahead. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did it.
He's going to fire deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
From deep, it's Perry. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on at midfield. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Buffaloes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out wide right, it's Young. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboy. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Lets it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A pick 6.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. We're trying to add to that here at the end of the 1st half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play action with Lewis. They're all over him. Unleashes one. Left side is Young. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Lewis. Right side, it's Young. At the 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look in on Iowa State, taking on the #1 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
And it's the Cyclones with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
To the ground. He's got it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Searching for space. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Finds the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Comes down, it's Hawkins. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback keeps it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Out wide right, it's Barnes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Lewis. Right side, it's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. It's Lewis again. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Tackle is made after 43. And that's a first down for the offense.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. To the air again, Lewis. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It's Lewis again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Colorado. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes. And finally, on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Perry. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis fires to the middle, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush is on, going for it all. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Rush right in his face. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. And with the pick 6. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Follows his blocks. It's Young. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll run him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. What we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying...